People were walking around with these shoes on their feet, right?
Oh my God.
Right.
They would rather.
And you'll see
Now, will there be someone at the show selling those?
potential. Tomorrow, not really limited, but proper. My Yeezy 2s. I went immediately, was like, let me just sell all my sneakers. Since my success in, the collectible space, as a child, like, oh, I used to own that. I can afford to buy it now, so let me go ahead and buy it now. So I went back and I started buying some of the stuff that I used to own when I did, when I couldn't really afford to keep it. Now that I can afford to keep it, I'm like, I miss this stuff. I do miss these things. And the Yeezy 2s are one of my favorite shoes that never came out for the collaboration between Kanye and Nike. Very popular shoe. Just happy to own it again. But I remember selling it back in the day for like $2,200. And I think I was able to get a pair used for $2,400.
Oh my gosh.
So this show is really just to kind of bring together, maybe not the specific goal, but to bring together the different communities and to kind of share knowledge, share collecting passions, and things like that, right? And maybe you introduce a sneaker collector to cards.
100%.
And vice versa, right? And start them down that rabbit hole.
100%. I think it's very important to do those things, to have those conversations. But the conversation that needs to be had is it needs to, and I think people have to be open to, all right, so you sell a car for $5,000, maybe go to a sneaker vendor and spend $200 for a pair of sneakers you want. Have a conversation. Maybe you spend $1,000 on sneakers because maybe you buy a pair for you, your wife, your kids, right? You might spend $1,000. Maybe he takes that $1,000 and he says, you know what? I'm going to buy a card. Or maybe I'll buy a collectible, I'll buy a toy, or memorabilia. Or he might say, you know what? I have those off-white Jordans. Maybe I do need to buy me a PSA 1 Jordan rookie for maybe $1,500 or $2,000, right? Hey, or he might say to you, I own these Jordans that are worth like $5,000, and somebody bought like $6,000-$7,000 for inventory for me. What do you think of this smart investment for me to buy? Oh, well, you own those Jordans, then you should buy Jordan rookie cards. Pretty stable. It's not a bad investment, that's per se. You can put our money in worse things. So I think it's a great conversation to have.
There's a podcast called Between Two Slabs. They consume mass media. It seems so sad. It's the great curator and Merlin.